Hey guys, welcome back to another video here with us at
The Handy Creators. If you watched any of our previous videos, you might be wondering where we are right now. This week's video is going to be filmed at my in-laws' house.
and insert my dad's head like ginormous here. Like. So my parents bought this house about almost going on 2 years now, and my mom has never been too happy with the kitchen cabinets. If you guys saw this video, we recently gifted them a bedroom set and they fell in love with the color. So in love that they decided that they wanted to do their kitchen a similar color. I think we should just throw in some before footage and show you guys the process.
We're gonna get started by taping everything down and making sure that it's nice and covered before we actually go and throw paint anywhere. So let's go.
So this right here happens with every typical kitchen. We're right in front of their sink. Look at that view, so beautiful. And we'll be inventing a little something right here to cover these spots on both sides of the kitchen.
Since we are going to be removing these doors tomorrow to paint everything, we are taking the time now to label them. Hey babe.
Hi.
To make sure that when we put them tomorrow, they are going back exactly how they're placed. The reason why we do that is since these doors have already been adjusted, we don't want to be messing with it. That way, when we're done painting, it's an easier install. So let's go ahead and label all of these, and then we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna come back tomorrow bright and early and finish covering everything and start the process. Day 2 here.
Can you tell we're in our normal attire?
By our clothing, you can guess that we're going to get painting today.
These are special outfits from the Handy Creators. We designed these clothes ourselves.
Yeah, they're full of many projects and paints and cuts and so on. So yesterday, as you saw, we were able to start taping everything down. Today we're gonna finish. We're gonna tape the inside of all these cabinets. We're gonna be removing the doors and just setting everything up and hopefully painting.
No more talking.
Let's go.
Do this.
This is a perfect example of use what you have at home. So my father-in-law worked on this morning. It's basically like a little mini setup on which we're going to be hanging the doors when it's time to paint them. And it's perfect because that way we don't have to worry about waiting for the other side to dry before being able to fully paint it like we did on the video above when we did our bathroom. So if you haven't done that, make sure to check that out. Shout out to my father-in-law for coming up with this amazing idea. And let's go ahead inside, finish taping, and then we can go ahead and get on to painting. And if you've enjoyed the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. So this time we're doing a bit of a different technique than we did in previous projects because we found that this was going to be easier when it's time to actually paint. So let's show you guys. Putting it on the edge of the plastic and then using the tape to give it that crisp edge on the inside of the cabinets. So here we are doing it. You wanna say hi, baby?
Hi.
So she thought about this, and honestly it's been a lot easier than when we did our bathroom, because the gun has too much power and it'll just move this all over the place if we've tried to use the plastic to actually do that crisp edge. We're finishing up the top portions of the cabinets. We got that one done, that one's done, that was done. Don't mind this, we wasted too much tape on the first one, but hey, you live and learn. So we just finished taping all the insides of the cabinets, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna be removing the stove and just putting it somewhere else so that we don't have to worry about taping this. Guys, if you're doing something like this, you want to make sure that you can save yourself as much cleanup as possible. So we have already removed the fridge from where it was at, and now we're gonna go ahead and move the stove. Once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and cover up this countertop that will not be remodeled in this video. And no, that was not cool. You want to make sure that when you are taping, you take your time to really cover all these edges, because anyone can paint their cabinets, but what's really going to give it that professional look is this. All this hard work will pay off at the end. You just got to be patient. We've been taping for, I think, about 4 hours total between yesterday and today, and yes, it was time consuming and you want to strangle the cabinets and you just want to get it done with, but believe me, it is totally worth it. Everything's taped off. One more thing, we're gonna close off this kitchen, so let's go.
Babe, where are you?
I'm over here.
Where?
In a secret world called the kitchen.
Let's go in here. Hi. It's like a fort. We closed off the kitchen and we just finished taping everything up. So we've been taping now for approximately 6 hours.
This honestly took longer than we expected.
And we started a little later than we wanted. We went to sleep really, really late yesterday. So we got here like at 10.
But the irony is we actually took a very long time taping, and we didn't think that that was going to be so, just because this kitchen's not that big.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of drawers and cabinets compared to the rest, but we honestly didn't think it was gonna take this long. So if you guys are doing this in your home or in any other's home, any other person's home, make sure that you account for a lot of time for taping, because it really does take patience, detailed, and timing.
And you could always tape one day and then paint the other.
But here at the Handy Creators, we are to do everything in one day.
So we're gonna start deglossing now. I'm gonna show you guys the product we like to use.
Let's wait while she gets it. Let's take this opportunity. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. So if you guys have seen any of our previous videos, you recognize this bottle. When we first started doing projects, like DIY projects, like 3-4 years ago, I saw it on a YouTube channel. It's amazing. The good thing about it, it's a degreaser and deglosser. So I mean, if your kitchen is extremely dirty, we would recommend to clean it and then do this, but we're not gonna be doing this now because your kitchen is clean, so we would just be using this to clean it. If you guys want to see how we use this exact same product to completely remodel a bedroom set, make sure to click the video above. This product works marvelous. It costs about $10, I think.
$10 to $15.
$10 to $15 in Home Depot.
But it does go a long way.
And not only that, it's extremely easy to apply and will save you a lot of time on sanding. We're setting up the doors numbered exactly how we removed them. So make sure that you always number your doors before you remove them. That way, when you install it, you don't have to worry about recalibrating it. So we have the first 9 here, and the rest are gonna go over here. We're gonna start deglossing all of them. Then we're gonna set them up over there to paint them first. And while those doors dry, then we're gonna go ahead and go inside and paint the cabinet.
So it's 5:05 and we have most of the doors already hung up and over here. So we're gonna start painting that, and then we're gonna go inside and do the inside after, just so we could take advantage of the sun and the weather. Okay, so for this project, we're gonna be using the Behr Ultra Scuff Defense Stain Blocking Paint. We got this from Home Depot, and we're gonna be using 2 gallons in the color Muted Sage. Let's shake this up real well, use our Wagner gun, and get started on the paint. Almost done with the first hand. Is it good? It's perfect.
We're back. Day 2, 3? 2?
2.5.
Wait, if Friday counts, so Friday doesn't count, then does Friday count? Day 3 here. Everything has finally dried. The first 10 doors that we painted have dried as well. What we're gonna be doing is grabbing the rest of the doors, painting them, and also doing all of the drawers. Alright, so yesterday we removed all of the tape, and this is where we are. The color came out really nice. It's like a greenish, little bit of hint of gray, but it came out very, very smooth. That Wagner gun, we've used it for a couple of projects, and honestly, we absolutely love it. Do you guys love it?
Yes.
And this is where taping really will make you or break you. We took our time, and even with that, there's still some edges that could have come out cleaner, but we're gonna go ahead and caulk those up so that in the end, it looks perfect. Okay, so now that all the cabinet doors are drying, we're going to move on to the drawers. We're gonna grab them, place them on this box, paint it here, and then once they're painted, we're gonna grab these stakes that my father-in-law had left over and stake it to the ground. And when it's drying, we can stand them up like this on the stake. That way, it's fully in the air and dries perfectly. We have about 10 drawers to go. Then we're gonna give all these cabinet doors a second hand, and then we're going to be installing them back. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps us out so that we can do more projects like these for you guys. Okay, so we just finished giving all of the cabinet doors a second coat, and we realized that some of the doors that we painted last night dripped a bit. So what ended up happening was that the paint caused these little bubbles and stains here and there. So let me show you guys what we're gonna be doing to remove this and what you can do to fix it if it happens to you. All right, so here are the first 9 doors that we painted last night, and unfortunately, like I said, it dripped. As you can see here, too much paint spattered and it created kind of this little line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lightly sand this with like a 220 grit sandpaper very lightly, and then give it another coat. That way it comes out nice and smooth. But overall, it's coming out pretty good. All the other cabinet doors are drying. We have the drawers over there. We got Adriana over here. We got my father-in-law over here, and we're gonna finish this project. Okay, so turns out that if you leave it out in the sun for too long, it starts to crack. So before we get to fixing the doors that we painted last night, we're gonna go ahead and start installing the ones that we painted today. They're almost fully dry, so we're gonna start taking them in quickly and installing them before the sun can get to them.
So what's happening is that the ones from yesterday, we brought them outside to retouch them, and the paint's bubbling up. I guess too much heat. It's really hot today, as you could tell.
It's just something to be aware of if you're doing this and you live in a very hot state, or if you're doing this in summer. You might want to just not leave them out in the sun for too long, because this could happen to you. Let's get to installing these doors and see if we can finally go home.
I know, but my mom's making arroz con frijoles.
Oh no,
And
no
it's so-
congri.
Oh, congris.
She's making Cuban food, so I don't know. We want to leave, but we want to stay.
So we're installing the doors, and let's just take a little look at what's going on here. Oh, frijoles.
Let's see how it looks.
Come on, close it. Should we even touch it? I'm nervous. Don't touch it. Wow.
So we were installing the doors, and I tell you, Adriana, it looks like it's gonna rain. And rest assured, this little beautiful cloud decides to come, and yeah, we had to rush everything inside. So this happens to us more often than not.
So we finished for the day. All the doors are installed. Now we left everything open just to make sure that everything completely dries before closing them, so nothing will peel. And then we're gonna be putting the hardware when they get here.
So we're back. It's been a full 24 hours since we finished painting these cabinets, and as you can see behind us, they have dried beautifully. So the last step to finally remodel this kitchen or change these cabinets is going to be to add the handles.
These are the ones they purchased. They're black stainless steel.
We have grabbed some cardboard and kind of cut a diagram of where the holes are going to be. We know that they sell tools out there, but remember, we always try to do everything as DIY as friendly. So this is something that you can do with a cardboard. We cut it down to the size of the cabinet or of the drawer, measured the halfway point, and we're gonna go mark where the drawer handle needs to be installed. That way we can drill the holes, and each handle will be installed at the same distance. So what we did was we got the same cardboard, placed it to the corner of the cabinet door, and we measured so that the bottom of the handle lined up perfectly with this line that the cabinet naturally brings, and then brought it to the center of this. So we placed it here, measured, marked it, drilled it, placed it, done.